Christopher Rufo, director of the Discovery Institute Center on Wealth and Poverty. Christopher, great to see you again.
It's great to be with you.
So let's start with the woke training that we're seeing here. New York City got a lot of attention because of this chart, but this is happening in a lot of places. Can you give us some sense of the scale of the wokeness indoctrination of children that's going on now in public schools?
Yeah, in the last 3 months, I've been working on a series of investigative reports on critical race theory in schools. It's in all the usual places you'd expect, like San Francisco and Los Angeles and New York, but it's also in places that you wouldn't expect, in Illinois, in upstate New York, in Missouri. And the idea is pretty simple. They are teaching a revisionist history of the United States, casting this country as fundamentally evil and illegitimate, and then training students in what is called critical consciousness. Saying that you need to be able to name your oppressor and eventually overthrow in kind of glorious revolution the institutions of the United States.
Tell me about the proposed Illinois teachers standards. They have that understand that systems in society create and reinforce inequities, self-reflect and gain understanding of how experiences affect perspectives, curate curriculum to include and represent a wide spectrum of identities. This all seems like the language of a sociologist, and it's kind of broad and vague. What do they actually mean with this? Why are, people think of teachers, Illinois or anywhere else, teaching the ABCs and math. What is all this stuff supposed to do? What is it about?
Well, it's all part of a language game. So the language that you see here is kind of the euphemism of culturally responsive curriculum, representing a wide spectrum of identities. It all sounds kind of neutral, maybe even sounds positive to many people, but it's really the kind of surface level. And underneath the surface, it's all emerges from the idea of the pedagogy of the oppressed, the idea that the education system should be used to further a left-wing cultural revolution. So this is the public-facing kind of euphemisms on the surface, but when I'm showing within the classroom, once this actually gets translated into practice, it's something that is much more nefarious and opposed by large majorities of Americans.